Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I'm a divorce valuation and mediation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. I have the pleasure of discussing today a fabulous book called the Forensic Accounting Deskbook with my guest, Miles Mason, a divorce lawyer in Memphis, Tennessee. So he's actually written this book, the Forensic Accounting Deskbook, and it's a practical guide to financial investigation and analysis for family lawyers. But I also think it's a really important resource for business valuation experts. Welcome, Miles. I also encourage people to work with business valuation and other experts kind of in a different capacity and start with just, can you take a certain number of hours and just look and see what we have? Where should we focus? Is there a focus? Is there not? And you're kind of scoping it out at the beginning, but I think it's a lot easier to sell that quick process, and then you can kind of walk with them. Because there's many times where I'll tell the client, I'm like, we've looked at everything. We still need to finish out the year. Like right now, everybody's getting their 2020 information done, right? Let's just pause because we don't need to do a bunch of stuff. We need to do it in chunks so that it's more efficient. And then when we get the information, then we'll look at it, So I think there's ways to make it more cost effective. But you also need to, work with the experts that work in that position.
Yeah, my favorite when I'm talking to lawyers is I love to ask questions. And I say, what's an attachment to a tax return? Where is it located? And what's a schedule? And what does that mean? And lawyers' eyes glaze over. And if I were a forensic accountant, I'd say, well, I do know the difference. There are some attachments that are included with the return because they're required. There are some attachments that are included with the tax return that are not required. There are attachments that you save at your office in the event of an audit. And then there are some attachments that you may not want to keep.
Right.
So there's a whole much less schedule as well. Schedule A, well, that is a schedule, yes, but that's not the asset depreciation schedule from 10 years ago that you need to take a look at, even though all the assets are fully depreciated.
Yeah.
What? They just glaze over. So that's what I love about helping forensic accountants. And of course, I get nothing in return from the proof. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun stuff.
Well, hopefully we kind of touched on a whole bunch of different areas that the Forensic Accounting Deskbook talks about. And you even say a practical guide to financial investigation and analysis for family lawyers. That's what it looks like. Yay. So it's a very cool book. I think that, attorneys reach out to me all the time, kind of wanting a primer, a guide to valuations or the financial aspects of divorce. And I think that there are several out there, but this is very helpful specifically for divorce. And I think that when we're looking for information, it really is helpful that it's, because you can write a lot of different information about how to deal with this in other capacities, and it's just not going to be applicable in a divorce setting. So please reach out and purchase that book. But also, if they wanted to read, you have an amazing website. You have a ton of information. I think that anybody starting out or even experienced in this field could reach out and look at your website and get a ton of information, just a different perspective, I think.
You're very kind.
But thank you so much. And we'll probably have you back again to talk about some other fascinating topic in divorce, right?
Yes.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you.